Welcome and what is up there everybody? This is Casper Trader back here with another video today, and I just want to start this video off saying I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys who clicked on this video to check out what's been going on, because I know I haven't uploaded in I think it's been over 2 months already, because things have taken a turn in life and in business, both in a good way and in a bad way. But you know how life goes. You gotta just shrug off what happens, the bad things that happen, and just keep pushing forward. Uh, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be talking about in today's video. My investing plan, which I'm planning to implement in the next upcoming weeks, which is a go big or go home. Like I could lose 80% on this within the span of a few months, or I could see a return. We could see a return of a 500% to even 1,000% return end of year, maybe a few months after the year ends. So that's basically what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. And I just want to let you guys know right off the top, this is not investing advice. Please, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence. And I actually strongly recommend you do not follow what I'm doing, because I'm honestly risking it all right here. And what the plan is, well, let's get started. So the plan is to invest in things called Bitcoin mining stocks. And the reason why, it's not just, oh, because that's cool and Bitcoin's going up. But I did the math behind it, right? And if we take a look at Bitcoin, even at the price it's at right now, which it did go up quite a lot in the last month or so, um, we could see probably Bitcoin hitting 100,000 to 150,000 by the end of the year, which is what the majority of people are saying. It may happen, may not happen. I could be totally wrong, and we could go to $10,000 per Bitcoin. I have no idea. This is why I'm saying it's risky, right? So yeah, basically, if we see Bitcoin by the end of the year, it could do a 2 to 3x from where it's at right now, right? Which is really good. You usually don't see that in stocks, where within a year you see a 200 to 300% return. You can get that in stocks, but it's pretty difficult to find. But Bitcoin, I think that's a possibility. So, uh, how can you make it riskier? How can you go big or go home? Well, if you take a look at Bitcoin mining stocks, like Riot and Mara, which is Marathon Digital, these are both Bitcoin mining companies, and they follow the price of Bitcoin loosely, but they do follow it, and they go up a certain amount more than Bitcoin itself. And the reason why is because they're leveraged positions. They borrow money from outside sources, to either buy Bitcoin mining equipment or just invest in Bitcoin. So they're betting big on Bitcoin going up so they can pay their debt holders and go up in price along with that. So that's basically what I'm looking at with stocks. So if we take a look at the kind of return we can get, and the second stock that I was taking a look at is Marathon Digital, also a good pick. I think I might be focusing on Marathon Digital. As you can see, I just started to dabble with it a little bit. But I'm hoping for a little price correction with Bitcoin, because I feel like right now the price I'm buying it at is astronomical. If I could get it at 30 bucks or less, that would be dope. But yeah, let's take a look at what kind of returns we can see with these Bitcoin mining stocks compared to Bitcoin, which already Bitcoin is a massive potential return, has a massive potential return for the next year or so. So I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to do this, because it may not, and it might go to zero. Like, I have no idea, okay? So, starting off, we got Bitcoin here on Google Finance. It's the dark blue line. The lighter blue line is Riot, and the yellow line is Marathon Digital, right? And we see that Bitcoin in the last year went up around 280%. And if we compare that to Marathon Digital went up around 700%, and Riot went up 834%. And if we take a look, we can take a look like the last 6 months, the last 1 month. They all go up a similar amount, but it's usually when the Bitcoin craze happens, when a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin, CNBC News, buy Bitcoin. All the news outlets, buy Bitcoin, Bitcoin's awesome, Bitcoin to the moon, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. That's the time you probably should be selling, but that's also the time where these Bitcoin mining stocks usually surge. Because people are trying to find a leveraged investment with Bitcoin. So you can see the highest point was February 17th for both Riot, and Marathon Digital was around April 4th, the highest, April 5th, the highest point, right? So if we take a look right here, we can see that on April 5th, just to give you an idea of what kind of return we can get on this, and why I'm YOLOing into this, is if we take a look at Bitcoin, it's up 400% on April 5th. Marathon Digital's up 1,200% almost, and Riot is up 1,300% almost, right? So if we do the math on that really quick, we got 1,200. Well, you can do this in your head, but I'm just trying to show you guys. 1,200 divided by around a 300% return. You get a 4 times leverage position. However, this is not always the case, and I took a look at the prices, and if we take a look in different areas, in different spans of time, it's more like around a 2 to 3x most of the time. However, when things get crazy and you're able to sell at the perfect time, it can be up to a 4x leverage. So let's start with the more conservative estimate, right? Let's say about a 2.5% leverage position on Bitcoin. And if we see Bitcoin 2x at the end of the year, we see a 500% return, which is great, right? However, if we see Bitcoin 3x by the end of the year with this around 2.5 leverage, then we get a 750% return. Meaning if we throw in 5,000 or almost 6,000 right now into Bitcoin, that's, let's just say 5,000 for easier math. 5,000 times 7.5, that's 37,500. That's like what most people make in a year. This could be a potential investment that could make that amount, but it could totally go to zero or go down 80%, and I could lose majority of my money, right? But we're counting on this. And if we're able to cash out at the perfect moment with these Bitcoin mining stocks, when the craze is all over the place, we get a 4x leverage times a 2x return on Bitcoin, meaning that we see Bitcoin go to 100,000. That's around 8 times return. So again, 8 times 5,000, that's $40,000. However, if we see, and bear with me here, this is the best case scenario. If we see Bitcoin go up to 150,000, which is, I think it's slightly unlikely, but it's a possibility, and we are able to exit at 4 times leverage, then we could see around a 12x return, meaning multiply that by 5,000, and you've got $60,000 from $5,000 in less than a year. But I could see this, and I did the math. I don't want to bore you guys with this math, because people only want to see things go up, right? But we could easily lose 80%. So 5,000 times 0.2, I'd probably be left with $1,000 if it doesn't go the right way. And yeah, so basically our possibilities are pretty huge if things go up and go the right way. However, it might totally flip over and go in the wrong direction. And the last thing I want to mention is the perfect plan, like the perfect ideal plan and how this could result. The perfect plan would be for Bitcoin to hit a resistance where it's at right now, at the 50% Fibonacci retracement, which it's at right now, and it did see a minor bounce. But if we see it drop down to at least the levels around 36,000, right? Then we could see around a 4x return on Bitcoin, possibly 4 to 5x. Right? So let's just say 4x return on Bitcoin times the 4x leverage. 4 times Bitcoin times 4 times leverage, 16 times 5,000, and that'd be the most optimal. That, like, if you bought the absolute lowest dip and sold it at the absolute top, that's your possibility, right? So hey, it's go big or go home. I highly recommend you guys don't do this. Just keep investing the way you invest, what works for you. I just wanted to give you guys an update of what I'm doing, and maybe this will set me up for a better financial investing journey in the future with this nice head start, or maybe I'll be down to close to zero and I'll have to build back up. But hey, that's the risk I'm willing to take, and I highly advise you guys against this. But if you want to dabble with a little bit of Mara or Riot in your portfolio, you can go ahead, but don't go all in like I do, because it could end up really bad. So that's basically it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys could smash that like button down below. Thank you guys all for tuning into the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. and I'll see you guys in the next one.